my view concerning our response to the challenge of the modern age. It is very convenient to live in the cities of the modern world. It is very convenient to use this apparatus. You may have seen it, something called a cell phone. It is very convenient to have something called the internet. It is very convenient to have a motor car. These are the conveniences of the modern cities. But Surah Al-Kahf of the Quran points to the reality of the modern age. The Dajjal is in control of the cities. For example, the Prophet spoke alayhi salatu wasalam about one of the signs of the last day, that you'll find naked, barefooted shepherds competing with each other in the construction of tall buildings. Have you ever been to a place called KLCC? The tall buildings, where you locate the tall buildings, that's where Dajjal is in control. So if you want to preserve faith, you must try to get away from Dajjal. He said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he spoke about a feminist revolution, and it will be women who will come out to Dajjal. The last people to come out to Dajjal will be women. 1400 years ago he told us that women would be dressed and yet naked. When last have you been to a shopping mall? Women dressed and yet naked. He said that women would dress like men. I hope I don't offend anybody here tonight. But you will see them with a jacket and with the trousers and with a tie. Yeah. And when you see that, tears should come to your heart. This is what he spoke about 1400 years ago. The Dajjal is going to do this. So wherever you see the footprints of Dajjal, women dressed and yet naked, women dressed like men, men dressed like women. Now, don't be annoyed with me. I have a job to do. The first thing that a man has to do, if he wants to dress as a woman, it matters not how big your beard is, that's irrelevant. The first thing he has to do is to shave his beard. You can be annoyed with me now, but after the lecture we can be friends. They did it. The Judeo-Christian Western civilization, they shaved off the face of the male. And so a handsome man, that's what you want to marry. Handsome man doesn't have a dirty beard on his face. So if you want to marry me, shave off that beard. Yeah. When you see these things, you know this is Dajjal. He's in control. The age of Dajjal will be the age of kathratul riba. So you go to the bank and you borrow money on interest to buy your house. All sensible and civilized Malaysians do that, don't they? And you go to the bank and borrow money interest to buy your car. All sensible and civilized Malaysians do that, don't they? And you say goodbye to the Quran. And you say goodbye to Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam when you borrow money and interest. Oh yes, go ahead, borrow it. Tomorrow you're going to be a slave. And you deserve to be a slave tomorrow. That's what's happening today. When money loses its value and you still have to pay back your loan, then you'll be crying tomorrow. So the cities are today the centers of Dajjal's attack. And my solution has been, get out of his grip. Surah Al-Kahf of the Quran teaches us the story of the young men in the cave to flee to the remote countryside. Sure, when you get to the remote countryside, you're not going to have the conveniences of the city, but at least you'll be able to preserve your Islam. That's more important.